Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Valorant Champions Berlin Semifinals press conference. The conference will begin with questions for Team Liquid. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature to queue yourself in line for questions, and we will call on you to ask your question. You may also type your question in the chat, and we will read it for you during your turn. Please direct your question to a player or players. We will now take questions. First question from Upcomer.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. This question is for Bone Cold. After your last win against Team Secret, you said that you were so confident that you wouldn't.
We're not Acend right now, man.
Oh, my bad, man. Team Liquid, I wanted to ask you guys, how do you feel? Like, you guys have done so well over the past few months. What do you guys think went wrong?
I think it was just like an off day, like nothing went our way. Anyone else continue? I don't know why I started.
Yeah, I think as Solka said, it was a bit of an off day. It happens sometimes on practice, like we had some practice like really bad and the other practice really good. So it's the first time it happens on official matches. And yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Like no one was really like in terms of like individual skill or communication, we were not like here. Like we just missed our match, and yeah, it went super fast. They snowballed really good, and yeah, we knew it would be a tough match anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Ashir.
Hi. Is there any particular aspect of your team's gameplay you felt was lacking today, be it economy or utility usage?
Can you repeat the question?
Is there any aspect of your team's gameplay you felt was lacking today, wasn't up to the mark?
I think all aspects. I don't think we played at all like in the level that we have been playing past few months. I think it goes back to the off day, but also it was a new stage, new time. We always had the evening game. Now we had the first game, new stage. I think it's just so many different things combined that we just didn't play our best today or didn't show up in the whole match, and that sucks. But that's how the competitions sometimes goes, that you have to lose. But we learn from this, and we'll be back stronger next year.
Thank you. Next question from The Click.
Hey guys, commiserations for the series loss against Acend. This question goes out to Scream. I mean, there are obviously going to be many points to talk about after this series, but one of the first things that I want to point at is Liquid letting Acend pick Bind for map 1, and so I'd like to know what was the rationale behind that.
Well, we've been analyzing their game, and we had a close game against them in the last tournament we played them. So we thought, we had a chance on this map, and they won both pistol, they snowballed us, and yeah, it goes like it goes. And they were better today. That's it. Like on every map, I think we could have played any map. I think they would have won if we play like this. So I don't think it's about a map pick or anything like this.
Thank you. Next question from One Tap Valorant.
Hey guys, first of all, apologies for the loss. This question is for anyone who wants to answer. Yesterday, both teams' confidence was evident, but do you feel like your confidence led you to underestimate Acend at all, or was that not the case?
No.
Yeah, never underestimated. Like Adil said, and Nabil also said, it just sometimes this is how the game goes. Like sometimes you just get steamrolled, or they snowball and stuff like that happens. Like there's not much you can do about it. You lose both pistols, you lose like important rounds, you might get eco'd or something. Yeah, it just goes the opponent's way sometimes. Like that's just how Valorant is. I wouldn't say anyone underestimated them, especially not Acend.
Yeah, in general, every teams of this tournament and all our matches, we never underestimate anyone, and we just take every match seriously and we give our best. Unfortunately, today didn't work really well in our side, but we never underestimate anyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question from Run It Back.
Hi guys, just kind of piggybacking off of some of the previous questions and answers you guys gave. You said you didn't underestimate Acend. You guys didn't play to your fullest. Just on their end, what are some things you saw that they were impressive in? What caused them to play so well what moments can you kind of pick from this series that just showed Acend playing at the highest level they could?
Well, first of all, I think they started on defense on both maps, and I think they had a really good defensive comps, especially on bind, and I think on Haven as well, on split, sorry, as well. You know, with the Omen and with the Cypher, with the Raze and the Sage. I think, like, honestly, like, if I had one regret is to pick the attack side on both maps, and like, honestly, like, they had a really good defensive map, and I think they just had two good really half, you know, and then it's really hard to come back from this. So I mean, props to them to do that, and we should have played better, obviously, but yeah.
Thank you. Next question from Jinx Esports.
One of the most talked topics around the Valorant Champions has been the performance of Crew Esports, a team you managed to beat by 2-0 at the start of the tournament. What do you have to say about their evolution, and what do you see for them with their match against Gambit? For anyone who wants to answer.
Yeah, I think it's unbelievable to see when the guys play as like they're full of heart out, and it's it's nice to see when they have lots of confidence. And I think we all said, like, even when we practiced against them in Iceland, they were like super good in practice. They were like owning us, and I think it's just them being comfortable also with the new stage and just getting more experience. And it's just nice to see, when people grind, and especially when they're underdogs, almost being in every match at least, people think like that. So I think it's just super nice to see, and I think it's going to be a tough match for Gambit if Gambit are just not ready for them, and I think Crew can win it easily.
Thank you.
Next question from The Click.
Map 2 saw Ascend up for the Sage Omen comp in Split, which is also a map that they played for the first time in the tournament. And so this question goes out to anyone to respond. Were any of you surprised by the composition that you saw from Ascend in that map?
Not really. We analyzed it before, even though they didn't play it for a while, but we knew they were gonna play this comp, and yeah, I think it's a really strong comp. Like it combos really well, and the Omen is annoying with flash, and the Raze, the Sage. It's really hard to hit sides with that, and they just stopped us. And yeah, as I said, like, props to them, man.
I think it's also like because I don't think anyone has played that kind of comp in a while, and especially when we haven't practiced anyone using comp like that. So I think it's also like lack of adaptation from us that cost us the match when you haven't like practiced comp like that for many months.
Thank you. Next question from Upcomer.
I know this isn't as far as you guys wanted to get, obviously, but you played really well in before and during the tournament. How would you sum up your experience at the tournament in Germany? Looking back at it.
I mean, we are proud of what we did. Like semifinals. We have a few weeks of practice with my brother, and with the situation with the COVID, I think we can only be proud. But it's really hard to go all this way, I think. And yeah, as Jumpy said, next year is gonna be another year. We're gonna learn from this, and we're gonna build. We're gonna have a better mentally team, stronger. Even stronger than we did this tournament. So we can only be proud. But obviously, that's not what we wanted. We wanted to win, so obviously it sucks.
Yep.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Yes, The Click.
This question goes out to anyone who would like to answer. With Liquid bowing out in the semifinals, I'd like to know what's next for the team, what's next for each of the players, and how are you guys going to rebound for next year?
I think we all answer. Trevor, you wanna go first?
Just a lot more like practice, like like this sucks for everyone. We all know this is not exactly how any of us probably thought this was going to pan out. Like we all had like I speak for everyone here, but I assume everyone had like immense confidence and stuff like that going into like these games. And obviously now this feeling sucks. Everyone knows this sucks. So yeah, we're just going to go into it, practice more. Like Adil said, we're going to be a more mentally strong team for next year. Like we're going to come back, like hopefully iron out some of the small mistakes that we made. Maybe come back in and just. I don't want to say anything now because I've said some stuff previously and it's come back to bite us in the in the rear. So yeah, I'm not going to say any more. But yeah, I think we're just going to come back and hopefully be stronger team.
And yeah, I want to add, as my brother said, it's only been a few weeks we have practicing together. So yeah, we have a lack of experience together as a team. And yeah, we can only be proud of what we did today and like going through the semifinals of the champions, and we will have a lot of more practice for the future, and we'll have more experience together. And I think we can only be better.
Yeah. Nothing to add on that.
Next question from Upcomer.
For Navira and Scream, I just wanted to ask, you guys have a favorite memory of being in Germany together for this tournament?
It's a tough question, man. This tournament has been really hard for us, to be honest. Like it's with the situation, with the COVID situation and stuff, we haven't been able to see each other. He only played with us like from the quarter, so he basically played 2 games with us. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a nice memory from this tournament, but at least we made it to champion, and we show people like what we're capable of, and hopefully next year we're gonna be champion.
I may not be Nabil's brother, but when he first came into the prac room, after testing negative twice, that was really nice. But that was it.
Yeah, that was really nice. Like when I got my first negative test, I just went to the prac room and I just saw my brother opening the door for me. So that's a fun story, and yeah, that's maybe the best memory of, of this tourney.
Thank you. Next question from Jinx Esports.
This is for anyone who wants to answer. What do you think about the new format presented for the Champions Tour 2022, as it will bring the creation of domestic leagues around Europe at first, and also the move of champions to September?
I haven't really looked at it, if I'm honest. We've been practicing and stuff, so I ain't really had time to look at all of that. So I ain't answering that.
I think it's good. I think it's a good so in the end of the year, there's always time to do some new tournaments or whatever. So I think I like that. New, like when's the new masters and stuff. I actually like it a lot.
Yeah, the only thing I don't really like is the first qualifier, like basically in the beginning of the year, if like there's 16 or 13 teams that qualify, and if they don't qualify, they can't make it to VCT or something. I'm a bit confused. We didn't look at it so much because, as Link said, we've been focused on this tournament. But yeah, I think the tournament for the other organization, it's good. I think so we can have maybe more tournaments, but we'll see that next year.
Next question from Run It Back.
So this question's for Soulcast. We're seeing you kind of over there with your head down. It looks like you're taking, this a lot harder than everybody else. I just want to hear from you and kind of what you think of your performance throughout the tournament and just kind of how you're feeling right now.
I think it's just because it kind of sucks because we've put in so much effort over the past even before Navira, we've put in so much time refining our play style as a 4, and then when we slotted in Navira, we put in a lot of time. But obviously it wasn't enough because I think we worked it out from the start of the year. Our manager worked out that we've played over 900 games of practice. So we play a lot of practice. So obviously it sucks to go out like this. It was just so fast. Blink and you miss it. How fast we lost the game. So it sucked we couldn't even put up a fight. And obviously we're very confident that we're going to get into the finals. And obviously it sucks for me personally because. It's basically I'm probably the same as anyone else in terms of feelings and stuff, but I'm just I kind of probably feel it a bit too much right now in terms of how rough it feels. But yeah, I think it's just because of how much work we put in and how confident we were and how we looked at their game plan, their attack and their defense. We saw holes in it, but nothing just went our way, and I think that's what's really sucks. So yeah,
People show emotions in different ways. Dom's a king.
Thank you. Next question from The Click.
This question goes to Scream. How do you reckon Ascend's potential to possibly winning the grand finals? If like considering the opponents they face, either it's going to be Gambit or Crew. So how do you reckon they'll fare in the grand finals?
Well, they have been starting this tournament pretty slow, I think, and the more they play, the more comfortable they are. It looks like. So I believe if they play like this, they will win the tournament, even in the best of 5. So that's all I wish for them as well. And we'll see. Any game is different, and when you have a matchup with a team, it's always different. So they had a good matchup against us this time. They take the revenge, and it was a no match basically. And I think we didn't show up at all today. A lot of bad calls, a lot of I think even individually we were not on point. Like they were hitting all the shots, and yeah, as I said earlier as well, the fact that we started attack and the fact that they have like the most defensive comp you can have, like it was hard. It was really hard for us to find the gaps in attack. So yeah, we will see how they do in the final, man. It's gonna be a good game for sure because they played really well today.
Thank you. Run it back. Did you have another question? No worries. Are there any other questions in the room? All right, that will conclude our scrum for today. Thank you so much, Team Liquid, for your time. If
Thank you,
could
guys.
stand up
Thank
for
you.
a
Thank you,
quick
thank you.
picture.
Cheers.
My favorite thing to do in life.
All right, you guys. We are live.
Oh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Valorant Champions Berlin semifinals press conference. We are joined by Acend, the winner of today's semifinals match 1 round. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature to queue yourself in line for questions, and we will call on you to ask your question. You may also type your question in the chat, and we will read it for you during your turn. Please direct your question to a player or players. We will now take questions. First question from One Tap Valorant.
Hey guys, first of all, congratulations on your victory and to the advancement to the finals. My question is to anyone who wants to answer. Yesterday, Team Liquid's link said that nobody is as good as Team Liquid right now. Did their confidence worry Ascend at all or no?
You saw result?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
To be fair, we didn't even see that he said that, so we didn't even know that they were like confident or to whatever. We just came like every other game.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Upcomer.
Bunkold, you said that you guys were feeling super confident after beating Team Secret, that you didn't think that you would drop a map going to the grand finals, and that's looking like it's going to be true so far. How are you feeling right now in terms of confidence heading into either Gambit or Crew?
I feel extremely confident right now. I feel like as a team, we are just playing out of our minds, out of our minds today. I feel like going against Crew or Gambit, I mean, like they both are extremely good opponents. So knowing that we beat Liquid very convincingly, I'm really happy to say that it's going to be a really good matchup, both Crew and Gambit.
Thank you. Next question from Upcomer.
Oh, I just asked one.
Oh, sorry. Next question from the Spike GG.
My question is for anyone who would like to answer. Do you think the desire to seek revenge for the loss against Team Liquid boosted the team's confidence going into this matchup?
No.
What? Of course, yes.
No, the desire to win the tournament is
okay.
what brings us here.
Yeah,
We didn't
Kira's just
even
answered.
think about,
Kira's just answered the question. I mean, like coming into the game, we don't care about the players that we play. I feel like we are looking like we are the best version of ourselves, and there's no team that is stronger than us. So no matter like if we beat like even the last world champions or someone, I don't think it is gonna boost our confidence just by winning like someone that we feel like might be worse than us. It's just us being here. That's what boosts our confidence.
Thanks.
Thank you. Next question from One Tap Valorant.
Sorry, I forgot to lower my hand. I don't have a question.
All right, sounds good. Next question from Run It Back.
How's it going, guys? Congrats on the win. This question is for Zeke. We saw you play Raze on both the maps. I'm a firm believer in Raze. I love the agent. I just want to hear from you why Raze is so awesome.
I don't know. It's just
broken.
it's bombcast, you just throw bombka and you just kill. What else can I say? I feel very confident in that agent, and my performance like on bind is always pretty nice because we don't have jet, so I actually have to do some impact. On split today, I wasn't there in the game. All my insane teammates were just doing all the job for me, and I kind of lowered my stats, but it is what it is.
Thank you. Next question from The Click.
Hey guys, congratulations on advancing to the grand finals. This question goes out to Starkso. For map 1, Liquid allowed Ascend to select bind, a map in which the team has been known to be very good at. And so I'd like to know, were you surprised by the decision to let bind go for you guys?
I mean, I don't know what to say. The people just leave bind open, so we can just take it and say thank you and let's go next map. So so that's it, I think. And maybe they will start buying soon.
Yeah, I can continue this.
tomorrow, I
That we like we know that the fracture is permaban, so we know that the bind will like be slipped, in the veto because probably they try to anti-strat us like just like every other team, that try to pick bind against us, and you could see that the result. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Upcomer.
This question can go out to anyone who feels to answer it, but Scream said that his only regret was maybe picking the attack side going against such a defensive composition. What do you guys think? Like, how did you prepare? What do you guys think was your key to coming out so, powerfully against Team Liquid?
I mean, our composition is not defensive, to be honest. I think it's perfectly balanced. That's why we didn't lose this map since almost a year already. So I wouldn't agree with this word Scream.
I mean, I feel like when they picked attack into us, I mean, we just have, we have a Sage, we have like Viper Brim mollies, long-lasting smokes, and I feel like their comp just doesn't have anything to break the angles. Like they don't have a jet flying, or they don't have a race double sattling into sight, which makes like our defense even better than it like normally is. So what happened, and we had some really good holds on bind, and it was a really nice game.
Yeah, and also I just wanted to say that we can see like the reasoning behind the picking, attack against us, because last time we played them in Red Bull tournament, they almost got a bind, against us. It was very close in like 3 overtimes, and they actually comebacked us on their attack. So like they probably thought it's gonna be the same, but right now we are a completely different team than we were before, and it is what it is.
We are land gods. We can say it.
Please don't pick bind against us. And I'm not playing Jet.
Thank you.
Sinet, are you ready? Very smart.
Thank you. Next question from the Spike GG.
This question is for anyone who would like to answer. In yesterday's press conference, Bone Cold said that there will be a prime Acend today, and you managed to show the world that. What do you think is the reason behind the drastic improvement Acend has had throughout the tournament?
I feel like one thing that really differentiates us from like other teams is that like our main focus on growing as a team is just knowing how to adapt into different situations, would it be in game or outside of the game, like the preparation, for example, like going into the matches, and also like in game. I feel like a lot of people go in and want to have like quite a lot of strats, but I feel like this game is just something where you just really need to be focused and ready to like adapt to different situations, different comps that the enemy run, and that's something that we are really, really good at. So I feel like that is one of the reasonings why the year has been so good for us, because we've been doing it since from the day one, and we're always learning like how to even improve better.
Thank you. Next question from One Tap Valorant.
This question is to anyone who would like to answer. This was the first time Team Liquid lost a series with Nevera. How good does it feel to break such streak?
We didn't even think about it. Like the main reason, like in the excitement, is about winning the semifinal and going final and winning final and getting the trophy.
Shoo.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Next question from The Click.
The second map of the series saw you guys select that Sage Omen composition against Team Liquid. So I'd like to ask Bonko, like, what was the team's comps in selecting that comp, and how much was it in the works for this tournament?
I feel like we played this comp back in Masters 3 with quite little preparation, but now like from Master 3 to today, we've been focusing and we've been practicing with the same comp that we're running now. I feel like one of the biggest things why it's really good for us is because we have a lot of people on their comfort picks. And as well, I said earlier on the stage as well that Jet Race Omen is extremely good, like just diving into the sites. And a lot of people right now on Split are running, like Astra, Breach, Viper, which makes our comp, like we set the momentum and they need to, like they need to adapt into like onto us, like coming fast or coming with enough timing. So that's why I feel like the comp is really good for us right now.
Thank you. Next question from Sportskita.
Hey, just congratulations for the win, and just anyone can answer it. Now you face Masters Berlin winner Gambit Esports or Crew, who just got Sentinels and Fnatic out of the tournament. Like, how is the team confident in facing them in the finals?
Either team we play is gonna be like super exciting, because if we play Gambit, we're gonna be playing against the last champions that will try to stay on the throne, I'd say. And playing against Crew would be also very exciting, because just everybody would be cheering for Crew. We could be the kind of like the underdogs, I'd say, and we feel very comfortable playing from that position. I think we just cope with the pressure a lot better than maybe some other teams. If somebody is against us, it only drives us more to win. And Crew made a very, I don't know, they made a Cinderella story right now, and they were the biggest like Black Horse apparently of the tournament. We just really want to play them. We don't want to play against Gambit again, because we just played them so many times already, and it could be like kind of a boring final. And we want to play Crew because it's just gonna be exciting for not only viewers but also for us.
Thank you. Next question from the Spike GG.
This question is for all of you. Which play do you think was your favorite today?
Play?
Yeah, play.
I don't remember the game even, so
I don't remember what happened.
Every play was cool because we played the best Valorant.
I like the part where I Omen Paranoid.
Yeah. I like the part where I slow meat.
I like the part when Killers just killed 4 on side and I was just sitting on A.
Yeah, and they wanted to knife Link, but he killed him. That's so unlucky, bro.
Me?
Yes.
When?
Not the Link. When you were doing the 4K, Link was on the box. He went into your trap and they wanted to knife.
Oh,
That
I
was so
didn't
sad.
know. I didn't hear a single word on that round.
Yeah, I screaming, I knife. And
I
he killed
didn't hear
him.
it.
That's the second time. It's fine.
I like the play when I was dominating on bind, and I don't like the play when I was doing nothing on split.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question from Run It Back.
Hey again, guys. This kind of follows up with my question about Raze earlier. We saw Zeke was the only one that played the same agent across both of the maps. So I just kind of want to ask anybody what you guys' thoughts are on versatility, being able to play different agents, in the current meta. That was kind of a big thing when Valorant first started, but now it's almost a necessity that you have to be able to play those multiple roles. So I just kind of want to hear your thoughts on that.
I mean, for us, like we have a lot of young players who like really like plays a lot of the game, just like play a lot of scrims, ranked officials, and I feel like the versatility really shows. We have like Starksa playing right now 4 or 5 different agents. We have Zeke that has only Killjoy left unplayed on VLRGG. It's just that it's really good for us because like a lot of times after tournaments we can go and switch our compositions however we like feel like what our comfort picks right then are. So yeah, we're a really versatile team, and like we embrace it after every single tournament.
Yes.
Thank you. Next question from The Click.
I'd like to ask anyone who can answer, what are your thoughts on the revamped VCT schedule for next season? How do you think it will fare? And yeah.
you're asking about the schedule for 2022 VCT schedule.
Yes.
I think it's like the announcement was really nice, and everything. I think like everything is clear for the players now. It looks very exciting. The like a league format. It's gonna be more consistent. Like they even said it in the trailer that it's gonna be more consistent for the viewers, for the players too. I think it's only gonna make the esports in Valorant grow. That's my opinion.
And tournaments for women is also a surprising thing and very nice.
International.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I would like to add that I really like the change of changing the champions to faster date, like on the September. I think it's September, August, so that we don't need to play in winter. One part, and second part is that also we don't really like big breaks, so it's very nice that they also fitted the women's tournament inside the whole year, while maintaining all the tournaments that were this year in the schedule.
Thank you. Are there any other questions in the room? Yes, the Spike GG.
Any final words to the fans before you conclude the press conference?
Polska górą! Slava
Ukraina!
Ukraina!
Slava Ukraina!
Let's go!
Shoo!
Shoo! Yeah. We are kids. No problem.
Special kids.
All right. Thank you very much, Acend. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, everyone in the room as well. We will be back after the conclusion of match 2.
Any toilet guy.